Everyone enjoys a story that is unpredictable. The reason why so many people praised Game of Thrones for so many years was because you never knew where the story was going. Characters could die at any moment and leave the viewer in shock. But none of the twists were used just for the sake of shock value. Each twist had an impact on the story. When Ned Stark was killed, everyone was shocked and it set the stage for the type of show Game of Thrones was going to be. However, it also moved the story forward. Ned Stark's death began the War of the Five Kings. Sansa was left alone in King's Landing with Joffrey, and just when you think Arya will attempt to save Ned, she stopped, and throughout the rest of the show, she has to go on a journey where she learns how to survive in the cruel world and develops fighting skills. So it really disappointed me to see the Night King killed so early in Season 8 with no impact on the story. This is a villain who was built up for 7 seasons and his death just happens halfway through Season 8 and then the characters move on. And he's ultimately killed by a character who had no connection to him. Arya is one of the best characters in the show, but her killing the Night King is so out of left field and doesn't feel earned. It is true that no one saw it coming, but that doesn't mean it made the story more interesting. Overall, it's a death that's just done for the sake of shock value and doesn't serve the story at all. The big comparison that people have made with the Night King is Supreme Leader Snoke from The Last Jedi. This is another character that many anticipated to be a major threat in the new Star Wars trilogy, but then halfway through The Last Jedi,
and kills his true enemy.
he dies. These two character deaths are very similar and yet one works way better than the other. But why is that? Snoke's death is handled better because his death actually moves the story forward. The death of Snoke serves one purpose, to propel the arc of Kylo Ren. Throughout The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren has been trying to prove himself as the next Darth Vader. He constantly lashed out like a man-child to elicit fear from others and dons a mask to emulate the same sense of fear and mystery that Darth Vader's mask had. In this trilogy, Kylo's goal has been to be a powerful villain that everyone fears and respects. All throughout The Last Jedi, Snoke was undermining Kylo Ren. He treated him like a child, which made Kylo very upset. This was the same treatment he got from Luke, which made him turn to the dark side. So when Kylo Ren kills Snoke, it's not done to shock the audience, although it does just that. It also cements Kylo Ren as the most dangerous villain in the trilogy. So now in the new Star Wars trilogy, we have a main villain who's emotionally unstable and is now the dictator of a fascist government, which raises the stakes for the rise of Skywalker. Because of this, Snoke's death feels earned. It would be completely different if Rose came out of nowhere and killed Snoke. Those two characters have no connection, so Rose killing Snoke would have felt underwhelming. And that's where the Night King's death falls flat. It's not enough to just shock the audience, you need to know how this will move the story forward. After Arya kills the Night King, it has no effect on her character arc. She doesn't grow because of it, but rather just moves on. And so does the rest of the show. The White Walker threat is forgotten and we just move on to Daenerys trying to take the Iron Throne. It made the Night King feel insignificant in the overall storyline of the show. So how could the Night King's death been more interesting? I do think killing off the Night King halfway through the season was a bold move, but there was a better way to do it and still have it impact the story. Honestly, I think the best choice was to have Jon Snow kill the Night King. It's what his entire journey throughout the show has built up to, and he's the one with the biggest connection to the Night King. When Arya killed the Night King, there's a line from Daenerys about her being their hero, but imagine how it would affect the story if it was Jon. He already told Daenerys he was Aegon Targaryen, the male heir to the Iron Throne, and the people of the North love him and distrust Daenerys. If he was the hero who saved everyone from the White Walker invasion, this would add more tension between him and Daenerys, which would help lead into Daenerys' descent into the Mad Queen. If you're writing a story and your only goal is to shock the audience as much as possible with an unearned twist, then you have a very boring story. You need to know how the twist will impact the story and know how to move forward from there. The Last Jedi uses its twist to open up new threats for our heroes to fight, and Game of Thrones gives an underwhelming conclusion to a story that's been built up for 8 years in an attempt to shock the audience. Everyone loves a good twist, but not if it ruins good stories.
Thanks a lot for watching the video. I'm Alex. If you liked what you saw, please check out my podcast with my friend Jalen. Please subscribe, follow us on Instagram, email us at filmschoolsnobs@gmail.com, and follow me on Twitter, Jedi Master Alex. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.